I'm told I'm in the prime of my life. I'm like, oh, 51's a prime number, okay. This tells me that no one here is autistic, because I said this joke at a show, and some Rain Man fucking guy's like, 51 is not a prime number, 17 goes into it 3 times. Thank you for not just wrecking my joke, but wrecking my self-esteem too. I'm like, what the fuck is the next prime number? 47 is a prime number. I'm like, 47. Cool. I'm like 4 years past my prime. Woo! That makes me feel so good. Oh my god. So I do have a cosmetic dermatologist. I do not have a primary care physician. That is not a joke. That's just how fucked up my priorities are. I get the Botox. I'm trying to look 47. Does it work? Yes. Black don't crack, but pale will fail. Trust me on this. Save your money. You're gonna need it. So I get the Botox, I get the filler, I get the laser, I get all that shit. And people in my family, less attractive people I might, they say, please don't do it. If they do it wrong, it could kill you. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Do you not know me? You've got to know that I'd rather die than look my age. Like, come on. And if I do die getting a cosmetic procedure, y'all have to promise me that my obituary will say that I was euthanized. Hell yes! Yes! Oh my god, euthanized. Exactly. So I get all the Botox, and people are like, how much fucking Botox do you get? And I'm like, let me put it to you this way. My dermatologist drives a Ferrari. And I call it our Ferrari, because I'm pretty sure I fucking paid for most of it. But my dermatologist is a woman, right? So you go, girl, right? Girl boss. And it proves that women are equally as capable as any man at being a huge douchebag. A fucking Ferrari? Gross. Oh my god, it's disgusting. Is anyone married? No one's married. We have so much not in common. Oh my god, I know. You guys, it's not cool to get married. I've been married for 21 years. I know some of you look like you're 21. I have to specify, I'm married to a man. I know! A man chose this flat-chested, no-ass monstrosity to be his lawfully wedded wife. Oh my god. I know I have the body of a twink. I'm aware. And I hear people whispering. They think I don't hear it. I hear it. I hear them say, I think her husband's gay. Okay, for the record, my husband is not gay. My husband is an architect. And he appreciates minimalism. Minimalism. If less is more, I have the most, bitches. Yes. Oh my god. Younger people, they ask, they're like, 21 fucking years. What is the secret to staying together that long? And I'm like, it is fear of dating apps. That is the fucking secret. Like, we've been together longer than cell phones have been around, longer than dating apps, longer than the internet almost. Oh my god. I knew he was the one for me from our very first date because we had so much in common. For example, we both strongly believed that his wife was a bitch. That is a true story too. That's a true story. But she wasn't right for him. She had big tits. It wouldn't have worked out. I was accelerating the inevitable. That's what I was doing. You've got nice tits too.
Thank you.
And they're not too big, right? They're the right size.
They're just the right size.
Perfect. I mean, this is mostly foam. What you see right here, it's not even real.
More than a handful of waist.
More than handfuls of waist. Yeah. Even the small hands, even the amputees. Oh my god. Oh my god. So my husband and I, we have 2 kids together. I'm gonna guess no one here has kids too. Let's see if I can alienate myself entirely from you. We have 2 kids together, and I'll admit, they're a little bit fucked up. Our 2 kids are a little bit fucked up. We have a son who identifies as a boy and a daughter who identifies as a girl in the year 2025. These basic fucking bitches. What the fuck? All the cool moms with the queer kids are judging the shit out of me and my cisgendered heteronormative users. What the fuck? I want to be a cool mom. I go up to my kids and I'm like, okay, which one of you is gonna turn queer for me so I can be a cool mom? And my son, he's 15, he goes, Mom, I'm not gay. And I'm like, how the fuck would you know? You're only 15 years old. You don't know anything yet. He's like, I just know. I'm like, you just know, do ya? Well, what you don't know is that when you were a toddler and you would cry, the only thing that would make you stop crying is if I put Wendy Williams on the TV, okay? We'll see how fucking straight you turn out to be. Time will tell. I love that you guys know who Wendy Williams is. Sometimes I have to explain it. I'm like, how do you explain Wendy Williams? Like, if you imagine if, I don't know, RuPaul and John Waters had a baby together? Right? Oh my God. And then in this last spring, he did the worst thing that I could ever imagine. He got himself a fucking girlfriend! I'm like, why the fuck would you do this? You know I identify as the mother of a homosexual son! God! But she's kind of a tomboy, so I'm hopeful! Yes! Oh my God. And he's a good boyfriend, I have to admit. He likes to give her little gifts and flowers and shit like that. But what he really likes is to make the flowers out of craft paper, which is kind of gay! Yes! Oh God, yes! Yes! I'm gonna be a cool mom. Feel it. Oh God. So he's 15 and he's growing. Here's a fun fact. He outgrew clothes in 8th grade that still fit me. Like, I got his hand-me-downs, and sometimes, like, he'll be meeting his friends, and I'll need to drop him off, and I'll wear fucking cargo pants that used to be his. It's a power move. They don't know, but I know you know. What I'm doing. So we had to go to the mall, shop for clothes, and after, God, what was it, 3.5 minutes? He's, like, sick of it, he's starving. I'm like, okay. Go to the food court. I'm like, get us a seat. I'll get us a snack. So I go, I hold the tray. I've got 1 drink, 1 fries. I'm walking towards him, okay? He goes, Mom, aren't you going to have anything? I'm like, I thought we'd share. And he goes, I don't want to share with you. I don't want your germs. Okay. I read the parenting books. I know you're not allowed to beat his ass in public. So instead I did this. I looked him in the eye and I said, Son, I have to explain something to you. Your face scraped along the entire length of my vagina. My germs are your germs. And then he was so grossed out, I got to eat all the fries and drink all the drink. Yes! Holy shit, yes. Oh my God. I did try to be the best parent I could be. Like, I read all the fucking parenting books, and I controlled their screen time, okay? And then COVID happened. And I'm like, okay, we're quarantining. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Have conversations with them? Gross! No, thank you! So they got unlimited screen time. And my son wanted to play online video games with his friends. So, yeah, exactly. He needed a screen name for himself. And the screen name he wanted was Sweet Boy 6'9". He was 11. And I'm like, no, you may not be Sweet boy 6'9" on the internet? And he's like, what about big boy 6'9"? No, that is not better. So I had to explain to him, I'm like, sweetheart, I know your birthday is June the 9th. Yeah, but you cannot have a screen name on the internet with the number 6 next to the number 9. And then he asked why. And then I had to explain to him. Because they're all taken, that's why. My daughter is 18. So in the spring, she went to senior prom, okay? And she saved for her prom dress, picked it out herself. It was like short and tight and shiny and red. And it looked fucking awesome on her, okay? And the other moms are like, don't you think that's a little too risque? And I'm like, the girl is 17 years old, okay? By the time a girl is 17 years old, she's either slutty or she isn't, okay? It is out of the parents' control. I can take a 17-year-old and I can force her to wear a Little House on the Prairie dress. We all know what Little House on the Prairie is. Thank God. I can force her to wear a Little House on the Prairie dress, and that won't change whether she is or is not inclined to be giving handies in the bathroom. All right? Let the kid wear what she wants. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Appreciate it. So she's in college now. She did not get into Tulane. I like that you guys aren't like, some people like, oh, nuts. And I'm like, it's okay. So she ended up going to school way on the West Coast. And she didn't want to live on campus. So like an idiot, I rented an apartment in my name for her. We flew over there, and I got the keys, and we were unlocking the door, and her next door neighbor in the apartment next door came out, heard us like fucking around with the doorknob, came out and said hi. And that person was Asian, ambiguous haircut, introduced themselves as Aaron, super friendly. Do I need to explain that my 18-year-old daughter is Gen Z? I think most of you are Gen Z. Oh fuck, I'm so fucked with the rest of this joke. So the Gen Zs are judgmental, sanctimonious little assholes. And I made 2 of them. I walk into the apartment, I open the door, we walk in, and stupidly I say out loud what I'm thinking, which was, I can't tell if your neighbor was a man or a woman. Yeah, oh. She, like, blew up on me. She's like, what difference does it make if my neighbor's a man or a woman? Oh my God, you're so old. And then she called me a transphobe. She called me a fucking transphobe. And I'm like, I was not being disrespectful to the trans community. I was being disrespectful to Asians. You don't listen, and that's why you didn't get into fucking Tulane, okay? Fuck. Oh my God. I'm afraid to ask, you all like TikTok? You guys like TikTok? Oh my God, TikTok. She walked up to me, and this is what she did. She went, Gitchy, gitchy, ya, 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 ya. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? So the only thing I could think of to say in response is, Mocha Loca Changa, ya, ya. How do you know that song? You're not on TikTok? Like, that fucking song has been on the radio for 44 years. And she went, what is a radio?